Is my bike okay? Yes, it is. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with the KLX300 here, but we're gonna do a little bit of maintenance. Here I have some grease, and what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be greasing up some of the suspension linkage parts. I say some, all of the suspension linkage parts, front axle, rear axle. We're also gonna get the swing arm, and this is in preparation for Smoky Mountain 500. This is the last little bit of prep we have to do. The big stuff on the bike has been taken care of. We actually didn't need to do really anything on this bike per se, so it was good to go. We're just gonna grease everything up because this year we plan to do the water crossings, and you know, this bike we bought brand new. We didn't grease anything up, so I expect some stuff to be dry. The CRF 450L, because we had bought that secondhand, and from the previous owner we bought it from, he was great with maintenance. You know, he was telling us all about that, so I expected to see grease in a lot of those fittings, which we did, so that was good to see. But this bike, it's more the suspension. I'm nervous. I know the front and rear axles should be good because I had taken those off when we had the flat tire on the front. I had take that out and greased it, and then while I had the front off, I just did the rear as well, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know the front is good to go. But I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to throw some more lube on it. So that's kind of it. Like the CRF 450L, this is getting greased up. Last little bit of bike prep before SM 500. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are, you know, excited to see those videos. But nevertheless, let's get into it. We're going to start in the back. We're going to take the rear wheel off. We're going to get those suspension linkage components out first, and then we'll take the bike, we'll roll it off, get the wheel chock off. Well, not off the bench, but we're going to roll it off, get the wheel chock off, jack up the front, get the front wheel off, grease it up, put it back together, and then this bike will be good to go, 100% ready for Smoky Mountain 500. So without further ado, let's get to applying some lube. Alright, so let's talk about a disappointment and the amount of grease that's here. This bolt is bone dry pretty much. I mean, there's like maybe a microscopic film of grease on it. This one has some on it because I had, when we did the Race Tech I think it's 6.4 kilogram spring, that's what's in this. That bolt came out right here. Y'all might not be able to see, let me get under here. There we go. Right there, to take the shock off. And I took this one out to lower the dog bone down to get to that bolt easier. So this one has grease, and I know it does because that one has grease, but the other one is dry because I never took that one out when I did the shock. So that's to say, none of these parts would have grease, especially these two. These wouldn't have grease on it had we not had taken spring out because they were dry when I took them out, you know, about probably 6 months ago at this point. And this part is what holds the lower dog, or the pivot, the three-way pivot in. This has grease on it. I never took this out, so at least I don't think I did. But actually, we might have. We might have had this one out. I take that back. This one also, I think, came out too, if I remember, because this has a good bit of grease on it. It looks like the grease we would have used. It's similar to these because this one having none. So I think, yeah, this one came out too. So that says that hadn't we not done the rear spring, these would be dry, and that's exactly why I came in here to do this. So now we're going to clean these three up that have grease and then put the new grease on. Okay, so I just got all of the bolts wiped up. We're going to get our grease out. We're going to apply a nice film of this onto the bolt right here. Just get a nice coating up and down it like so. So unlike the Honda, I'm not going to go crazy. I kind of was over lubing the parts on that one a little bit because there's a lot running out. So a film like this is pretty good because only about this much usually ever comes out anyway, because of, as you slide it in, it works its way, and then there's not enough room. So because of that, we're not going to add a lot. We're going to get that inserted here. And actually what I'm doing is I'm going to put it back in. What I want to do is make sure that I don't set it down on the bench. Okay, so that's inserted all the way. Let me go double check. Beautiful. And I'm actually over here. I'm just gonna insert the nut on it real quick. And we'll come over and tighten these things up. Now I'm gonna do the linkage here. Do that. There we go, get a nice film on here. Now this bolt goes through the dog bone here on this side. Now we're gonna take the one for the shock. We're gonna apply some on this one as well. Sweet bolt for the shock is, and in this one I'm just gonna run all the way till it snugs up because it doesn't have a nut on the back, it just is threads, so we're gonna get that one. And the last one is going to be the bolt here that had no lube on it from the start. And like I said, I believe that had to do with when we did the rear shock upgrade. I didn't take all the bolts out in the suspension linkage, just enough to swing the linkage out of the way and get to, what is it, the rear shock. So actually I've got to turn everything around. I just realized the bolts are, the nuts are over there and they came off that side, so I got to turn those around. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn them around, but you guys get the point. So you're gonna actually put your bolts in on this side, but I'm gonna turn those around, and then what I'm gonna do is tighten everything up, and then we'll move on to the swing arm from there. All right, so I got the bolt out from the swing arm. Like, look at this thing. It's got corrosion and rust and all that on it. What the heck, man? And it wasn't even that lubed. It looks dry now, but I had already wiped it up, and I was trying to wipe some of this rust and stuff out. I mean, look at this. Like, come on. Like, there wasn't, like I said, there wasn't even a lot of grease on it. It was like a small, I'd say almost like a film. Like, there was barely any. I mean, just a little bit out here. So we're gonna fix that right here, right now. I mean, this is kind of a shame from a big manufacturer like this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to spend a little bit of money to have some grease put on these things so that you don't have parts wear out like this. Grease, a little bit more grease on these fittings would be nice, you know, and to see like rust like that, it's like, dude, that's for sure no bueno. So we got it lubed up, cleaned up as best as possible with the rust. So we're gonna put it, we've got the lube on it now, so we're gonna reinstall it back into the bike, tighten everything down, and then we still got the front and rear axles to do. So then after we get this in, we're gonna get ahead and go and do those. I'm saying it again, common theme in this video, we got another axle that had next to no grease on it. I've already wiped it down, so that's why on the camera it could look like it's just bone dry. I've already wiped it down, just getting the last little bit of dirt off. But yeah, it's, again, there was a bunch of nothing. This is getting to be disappointing. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we know it. We all know it, like, so. But it's still, it's like, it still shocks you where it's like, that's what people are saying, but is it really that bad? You start taking stuff off and you're like, wow. It's like, it is that bad. It's like, you're shocked. You're like, just how? But, we go again. Lube. Nice film on this one. Gotta make sure this is all nice and good. All of them had to be nice and good, but this one too as well. importantly, because it rear wheel is always spinning when you're riding, whether that, so you want to make sure this is good. Slide that bad boy. Nope, not yet. Forgot the chain slider block. But see, so this is what it kind of looks like when it's in there, but still, you should see that when you come out. It shouldn't be like I get they probably use something green, but still, you should be able to look at it and be like, oh yeah, there's lube on there, rather than you're looking and you're like, I can't tell if there's anything on there. So it's one of those, I mean, it's what we're gonna get, unfortunately. So we're gonna get this guy pushed right back in. Sweet. All right, last thing, get that cotter pin in, fold it out, then we can, oh jeez. Then after we get this cotter pin installed, we can move to installing, or not installing, taking the front wheel off. Really just the axle, not so much the wheel. There we go, now we can move to the front. So as I figured, this one is lubed up pretty well still from when I had put the, or redid the, what's it called? When we had a flat tire on this bike. That's when after we rode at Carolina Adventure World one day, somehow ended up with a flat. We're still not sure how, but this is still lubed up pretty well. It's not, I wouldn't say the greatest. Like there's a small, kind of small film on it. I just added a little bit after that. Taking it out, so that's what we're gonna just re-lube it up. And I'm totally okay with that. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to, you know, I'm not looking for like the, I don't know what to say, like, well, I'm looking for it to be lubed. Like, it was fine, but I just, you know, just to double check, you know, I'd rather make sure it's, you know, 100% good, all ready to go for the trip. We're not going to have, you know, to worry about any issues whatsoever with the bike in terms of bearings being lubed or anything of that sort. So that's all been taken care of, which is good. Good to know, good to see. Now, for this shaft, you want to make sure, so you see this little edge here. So where my thumb is, this way is kind of, this sits in the bottom fork cap here. So make sure you also get some lube on this. Not a lot, but make sure you still get a little bit on that piece as well. Make sure it's all lubed up nicely. And there you go. Let's get that lube in. Actually, let me raise the bike up, because that's what the plan was to drop it a little. Then raise it a little. The plan was drop it a little, and then when it comes time to reinsert it, I would raise it a little so it lines up like that, and I didn't have to kind of pick up the wheel or try and compress the forks or anything like that, and then it should slide in just like so. There we go. Let's get it torqued down. We got to bounce it too, make sure it's all set too, but let's get all that stuff done. So guys, there you have it. The 2026 KLX300 is ready for the 2026 Smoky Mountain ride that we're doing, and the 2019 Honda CR450L is ready Dad and I are ready. We're excited to do this, you know, now that everything's greased up, and double checking stuff on the bike, making sure everything's good. 100% have confidence that this bike will be totally fine. Same with the 450L. And, you know, we're just ready to have a blast. So we're going to do it kind of, try and make it sort of like a TV series, I want to say, but more like a, in a sense that it's going to be less of just the raw riding and more of like the experience, us hanging out with Alan and Sully, things like that, to kind of make it more interacting and maybe more enjoyable to watch, because last year it was basically just a 7-hour video going through the stuff and occasionally talking about like, hey, look, here's where we stopped. So, and if you guys do want a raw video of kind of talking about that stuff, definitely let us know. You know, we'll be reading, answering comments as usual. But if you like what we're doing here and you're excited to see where things are going with the channel, things all that, you're liking where we're headed, definitely subscribe. That shows us your appreciation of these videos and what we do here. And that's it. You know, like, comment, subscribe. As I always say, you know, that shows us, I think I said that already, that shows us your appreciation. But yeah, and, you know, comments, you know, drop us a question if you got any sort of questions, you know, anything in particular you want to point out, let us know. We're always reading and answering comments. But that's it here. Speedy B at Warfield Adventures signing out. Remember, ride safe and enjoy every ride. Peace out.